afternoon. Coming to you live from Solsticio Azul Resort here in Pandan Antique in Western Visayas in the Philippines. Beautiful sunrise this morning. I just got done with my morning walk. Amazing. I was so happy that I caught the sunrise this morning on the beach. I was the only one walking on the beach, you know. Those kind of times when I walk on the beach by myself, watching the sunrise, man, my heart is just full of gratefulness, happy that I'm able to do this. Just amazing, just amazing. I'm gonna flip the screen here so you can see my view here from our loft bedroom. Right there. I mean, today looks like the rain has gone. Yesterday, pretty much it rained the whole day yesterday, but we were still able to go swimming yesterday during like the time when it wasn't raining. I walked the beach like I think around noontime yesterday. I was still able to enjoy it, but this morning the sun is coming up, no rain in sight, so it's gonna be a great morning. Just feel so blessed. Feel so blessed. This has been a nice vacation for us. We normally don't get to stay at places like this. This is like usually above our pay grade, above our budget, but just been having an amazing time. Bill, hey, Bill Meyer, good morning, Bill. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're doing well, my friend. But just an amazing view here. I wanted to start the live stream up here so you guys can see what view I'm looking at here. I can never get tired of this view since we've been here. All we've been doing is like looking at the ocean, looking at the beach, swimming in the swimming pool. Just so grateful when we get to experience things like this. Definitely gonna be added to the like one of our most memorable vacations. This is what I live for now. I just enjoy spending time with Dazzle and Leanna, sharing all the memories with them. Hey, thriving expat, my good friend Michael White. I was on the live stream with them last night. Michael White and Scuba Steve. They did it last night, and I was watching it. Great live stream there, Michael White. Derek Step, go Dodgers! All right, Dodgers. I know. That's why I started the live stream. I started here early. That way, I can have my coffee. I can maybe even breakfast before the 8 a.m. start here in the Philippines. I'll be ready. I'll be ready for Game 3 of my Dodgers. Brian, hey Brian, my good friend Brian from Galveston County in Texas. I can see like that one island there. I don't know if you can see that island straight ahead there. I'll aim my camera. That is actually Mararison Island. Not far at all from this beach here. I can probably get to that island within like maybe 45 minutes, maybe an hour, but it's a beautiful island there. I've been there before, Mararison Island. You can Google it. I mean, it's an awesome island. One of the best sandbars in the Philippines. They have this long sandbar, calm waters when we went there. Just amazing. I got to swim on that sandbar. You can also go hiking to the top of Mararison Island, and you get a 360-degree view of everything, the ocean, TK province, just amazing. A lot of people do that. And they also have like homestays there. There's no hotels at all at Mararison Island. But when you go there, they have people's houses. They offer rooms at their houses, kind of like their own Airbnb. You can just pay for the room. A lot of times they'll cook breakfast for you. It's like a Airbnb with breakfast. really amazing experience. Highly recommend if you go to Mararison Island and experience that. Bill Meyer, Michael, good morning. Good morning. Bill saying, good morning to Michael. Derek, have you been kayaking there? Yesterday we weren't able to kayak, but right there, you see there's like two kayaks. They have a blue one right there and a crystal kayak. It's unlimited use. Part of our stay here actually. It's free, no cost for us to use that kayak. And we're gonna kayak this morning just because we didn't get a chance to kayak yesterday because it was pretty much raining the whole day yesterday. And the waves were strong yesterday. It looked like there was a storm yesterday. That's why we weren't able to kayak. But before we leave today, for sure we're gonna kayak. We're also gonna try their ATV because they have an ATV here, two ATVs that we can ride on the beach. I think the first 15 minutes is free. And then after the first 15 minutes is you have to pay. You have to pay for their gas and all that. So we'll do that before we leave. I'm gonna go downstairs now since I showed you guys the view here from up top. Really amazing view here. Like I said, I cannot get tired of this view. I wish I have this view every day. A wishful thinking, wishful thinking. I just got to be careful going down the stairs here. Really steep stairs. I just got to take my time. And there's our private pool right there. We've been swimming on that pool. Every time the rain stopped yesterday, we were swimming on the swimming pool. That's our own private swimming pool right there for us to use with this room stay that we have. Each of the rooms here, each of the units, there's 4 units here, and each of the units have their own swimming pool. Even has jets on the swimming pool, even has an outdoor shower. This place is just amazing. I mean, it's the nicest place we've ever stayed at. And then usually this place during the peak season, it costs like 200, it costs about $200, about 10,000 pesos to stay at this resort. But we got it for 4,500. So about $80 to stay at this resort, including free breakfast. 3 breakfasts for us this morning. So I think it's a pretty good deal, pretty good deal. I'm happy that we stayed here. Even with the weather yesterday raining, we still had a great time. We were still swimming in the swimming pool. I was walking at the beach. The only thing we couldn't do yesterday, we couldn't do the kayaking. I got my coffee here from the hotel coffee. It's just a Nescafe instant coffee in the room, but it will do for now. At least I'm having a coffee with my view here. I'm like in love with this view of this ocean and the beach, swimming pool. It's just amazing. Lowell, my good friend Lowell in Oregon. God bless my brother. Hope you are doing well. Hope you're recovering. I know you had a procedure then. Hope everything's going well. I'm sure in time, you'll get your health back. Rooting for you. I'm rooting for you, Lowell. Greg, hey Greg, I got a lot of wave, a lot of wave from Greg. Thank you, Greg. Have a great week, everyone. Yes, of course. And look at this weather that we're having now. After all the rain, they actually had flooding in different areas of Aklan province. Here in Antique, I didn't see any flooding that they were showing on Facebook, but lots of flooding in Aklan. But I think now, I'm sure it's all gone. That's how it is here. It might flood, but it doesn't stay long. Once the sun comes up, all that water recedes and disappears, quickly disappears. Greg, all right. Kim, all right. Kim Mandal, hey, Ginno, all right. Kim, thank you. Good morning. Hope you are having a good day. Jim, hi, Jim. Beautiful. What's the busy season? All right, the busy season for sure at any of these places, these resorts in Antique and even in Boracay Island, it really starts in December because end of November, beginning of December, all the balikbayan and all the overseas Filipino workers, they go on vacation in the Philippines for Christmas, because Christmas here in the Philippines is so big. Everybody that's kind of like the month where everybody wants to come here. So December really is the start of peak season, and that will last until June because you do risk sometimes we do still get typhoons in December. As a matter of fact, I think it's only November, but they're projecting a super typhoon to hit the Philippines in about a week. So hopefully it dissipates out in the Pacific Ocean. Hopefully it doesn't turn like that, but November and December, you're still in the bucket here in the Philippines for typhoons. Something to consider. I know a lot of people come to the Philippines December because of the holidays. Everybody wants to experience the holidays. But I remember one year, 2019, we had a super typhoon Ursula that hit pretty much a majority of the Philippines. That super typhoon was so big. And that super typhoon, it hit on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I can't forget about it because there was damage even in our town of Numancia in Aklan. Power lines got dropped during that super typhoon in 2011, super typhoon Ursula. So it does happen. December, you're still not free and clear from the typhoon. But usually by December, I would say less chances of typhoon, but still, you're still in the bucket for a typhoon. Like this coming typhoon, they're predicting next week. It's called that typhoon. Maybe hopefully not super typhoon, but typhoon Tino, Tino. That will be the number 20, number 20th typhoon to hit the Philippines this year. So we do get a lot of typhoons. Mostly a lot of typhoons, though, it hits like eastern Visayas, like Leyte and Samar, the Bicol region of Luzon, central Luzon, and a lot of it, I would say more than half of typhoons here hit northern Luzon, like in the Cagayan, Ilocos, Batanes area. That area right there gets hit by a lot of typhoons. We actually don't get hit by a lot of typhoons in western Visayas. And even if it hits us, it's usually pretty weak by the time it reaches us because it passes through eastern Visayas, Samar and Leyte, then it passes Cebu, Bohol, and Dumaguete, that is like central Visayas, and then reaches us here in western Visayas. Weather looks better. I know it looks like it's amazing, man. I walked already this morning. I watched the sunrise. I walked on the beach. I filmed it. Sun is up. It's gonna be a great day today. It's our last day today, but we're gonna take advantage of that kayak right there. As soon as we get up this morning, Dazzle and Leanna get up. We're gonna do the kayaking. They have 2 ATVs here, and we're gonna take advantage of that before we leave here today. Daniel, howdy, Ginno, Mr. Lifestyle of the Rich and Famous. I don't know about Mr. Life of the Rich and Famous, Daniel. I never get to stay at these places, man. I only get to stay at places like this when it's like the off season. I get 50% off. I do not mind paying. And then, sometimes you just got to treat yourself. It can't be all about budget all the time. And this was like Leanna's school break. This is kind of like her spring break from school. So I wanted to treat Leanna. She's been working hard at school, working hard on her Kumon. So, and then Dazzle and I, we always look for opportunities to just have like a mini honeymoon. We always like like these, walking on the beach, things. We just enjoy it. You got to keep the love. You got to, Dazzle and I, come April, we will be married 10 years, but you got to keep the love. You got to keep that fire. I always tell my friends, it's like, you know, your partner, your soulmate. You always got to take care of that first and foremost. Happy wife, happy life. Let me see here. It says here, good morning. Have a nice day, Aning. All right, Aning. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Anong lugar po yan? All right, anong lugar po yan? What she said is, what place is this? This is Solsticio Azul is the name of the resort. Solsticio Azul. And this beach right here is in Pandan, Antique Province. Antique Province is one of the provinces in Panay Island. Antique Province, Aklan Province, Capiz Province, and Iloilo Province comprises of Panay Island. So we are here in Pandan, Antique Province. Hurricane season is almost over here in Florida. We'll be praying typhoons dissipate or move away. Hey, I'll be praying with you, James. Hurricanes and typhoons here in the Philippines, earthquakes here in the Philippines, volcanoes erupting here in the Philippines. They're never fun. They're never fun. For me, I'm always like praying that everybody stays safe, that we get to enjoy the Philippine Islands. Hopefully here, like I said, usually December, all the typhoons are gone. So hopefully we will have a good Christmas season here in the Philippines. All right. I got to the bottom of the comments. This morning, I didn't really prepare a topic. Usually, I try to prepare a topic. I did walk the beach this morning, and I did make a video. You'll see that video. I'll have to edit it. I talked about skin tax here in the Philippines. I often hear that, there's a fly. They're trying to get in my room here. Let me close the door here a little bit. I always hear that from foreigners, especially, that like the skin tax. A lot of foreigners feel like that they're getting skin tax or pay more for all items. That doesn't just apply to foreigners. That also applies for Filipinos, Philams like me. I feel that just because the way we look, we look different from the locals, especially if you're a Philam, you're a foreigner, you just get here to the Philippines. The way we dress, the way we carry ourselves, and then of course, the minute we open our mouth, even though I speak Tagalog, I'm fluent in Tagalog, I speak Tagalog, that tells me that people can tell that I'm from America, just the way I speak Tagalog. And then also, like when we were here in Aklan, like here in Antique, they speak another dialect here in Antique. When we're in Aklan, we're in Boracay, they speak their own dialect in Aklan, like Aklanon, and then in Boracay, they speak Boracaynon. As soon as I open my mouth, even when I speak Tagalog, the prices go up. That's just the way it is here. It's nothing to do with your skin. It has nothing to do, I think, with that you being a foreigner. It's just they feel like we have money. It's like foreigners, Philams, Philippine Americans, OFWs even. OFWs that work in other countries like Dubai, Europe. When they come home here to the Philippines, usually you can tell an OFW from a local. A lot of OFWs, you notice, like when they land in the airport, a lot of them wear jewelry. Gold is usually like, especially people that work in the Middle East, like Dubai. One thing I noticed when I see them at the airport, they're wearing gold necklace, gold bracelets, gold rings. They're wearing expensive watches. So I don't really think it has to do with the skin, because like I said, even Filipinos, OFWs and balikbayans and Philams, they also get overcharged here. That is just the way of doing business here in the Philippines. Usually, when you are given a price for anything here, let's say when you're going on a souvenir shop, or getting a taxi, or you're riding a tricycle, you usually will get a price from that person, that vendor, or that service that you're asking. That usually is a negotiating point. But a lot of foreigners don't realize that, so they just pay the amount. But anything here in the Philippines pretty much is negotiable. You can negotiate store, you can't really negotiate there. But pretty much anywhere you go, you can negotiate the price. Oh, I see. Oh, all right, Luz Carillo, all right. I know them. I know Larry personally. It says your Marine Resort Tito ko, your Tito, his uncle is saying, I had dinner with Larry the other night. The first night we were here, I had dinner at Larry at his resort. It's called the L&L Resort in Hilanilan Beach in Pandan, Antique. Larry's a good friend of mine. Every time I go here to Pandan Antique, I always make sure I stop by and see my friend Larry. Larry is originally from Alaska. I introduced my friend Gray to him. We had a great time the other night. I know him. I know Larry Snyder. Yes, I've already visited, and he's a good friend of mine. We've been friends now for some time. Colonel, good morning, Ginno and everyone. The Colonel, good morning. Thank you, Colonel, for joining the live stream. The Colonel Chronicles, he's got a YouTube channel. Please check out the Colonel's channel, the Colonel's Chronicles. Sergeant Frugal. Hey, man, I don't mind that name now. I don't mind that name, man. Sergeant Frugal. I'll take that name. I know, Daniel, I am frugal, man. I'm trying to get the most out of my retirement money. It's like it doesn't hurt my feelings when I always get told here, I've been called, like here in the Philippines, they've called me koripot. Koripot is somebody that's frugal. And I am not ashamed to be called koripot. Because, man, we earned our pension, man. So the way I look at it, I got to get the most bang out of the buck. It's like I got to get the most out of my pension. Does not hurt me at all if they call me koripot here. Jim, since you're a rich military retiree, I don't know about rich. I'm not an officer, man. If I was an officer, I would consider military retired officers. Those guys are rich. But military enlisted guys, we are not rich by any stretch of the imagination. We are far from being rich. I'll get my coffee here, sip before it get cold here. Thank you, Ginno. All right, no problem, Colonel. Wow, amazing. All right. He says amazing because I knew Larry. No rain today, David. Man, this is going to be an amazing day. We're going to enjoy our last day here for sure. I'm just waiting on the girls to wake up. We're going to eat our free breakfast. As soon as we eat our free breakfast, and we'll probably go kayaking and then go ride the ATVs. And we're going to take advantage of that today for sure. Kuripot, yeah. You can't really blame people trying to make a living. The art of haggling is a lost art. Yes, that's the way I look at it, man. I never look at it as a skin tax. I know foreigners always use that word here, skin tax. I never, I understand. I've been here 14 years, so I know, everybody's just trying to make the most, make the most money. If they can charge more, they will do that here. That's just a common dynamic here. It's not personal. It's not because of your skin color, of your skin. Nothing to do with that. They're just trying to get the most out of their apartment, their Airbnb, or the service that they want to, the tour they want to provide. They're just trying to, get the most money, most commission they can get out of it. I don't take it personal. It's like they're just trying to make a living, trying to support their family. And I understand that. That's just the dynamic here. It's always been like that. It's not like this is a new thing here in the Philippines. People have been negotiating here. When I was a kid, I remember my mom. My mom was, she sold dresses. She was a seamstress. We had a store. Everything is negotiable. Even back then, I remember. She would put a price on the items that we sold in our store, but people would negotiate it. And people here, they like to say the word, I'll give you a discount. That's good. Most vendors here, when you go to Boracay, they'll list a price. You'll see the price. It'll say like 500 pesos. The first word that comes out of the vendors always here is like, I'll give you a discount. I'm sure it's just a strategy. It's just a ploy to get your money. It's like I said, nothing wrong with that. They're just trying to make money like everyone else. The Colonel absolutely earned it. Thank you, Colonel, right? We earned our pension, and, it's like, 20 years of active duty military service, Colonel. It's like, Colonel, that's not easy to do. That's why I'm just trying to get the most out of my military pension here in the Philippines. LOL, Sergeant Frugal is what I call myself. Oh, all right, Daniel. I thought you were calling me Sergeant Frugal. It would not hurt my feelings at all. Ooh, there's that banca. I actually filmed this banca earlier. He was leaving the beach here really early during my morning walk. And I was like, I even filmed it because I wasn't sure if it had an engine, but I did see that it had a tiny, tiny propeller on the back. So I just couldn't find the engine. It was probably hidden in the hull of the little banca. They're back already from their fishing expedition this morning. Kind of curious what they caught, really. I actually saw a guy fishing here also early in the morning on my morning walk. It was just fun walking this morning on the beach. I'm glad I got to do that. I'm glad that it didn't rain this morning and I was able to do that. Jim, I'm a retired E8. Oh, I understand. Oh, thank you. All right. Thank you for your service, sir. You can relate. You can relate. You're retired. I'm retired E7. You can relate how we have to get the most out of our military pension here in the Philippines. Some say frugal, others say wisdom. Hey, I like that. I like that. I like both words, Colonel. Frugal doesn't bother me. Kuripot doesn't even bother me when I'm told I'm kuripot. To me, I think it's funny. I think it's funny. JP, hey, good morning, Master Sergeant Ginno and Posse. Good morning, JP. Hey, JP, don't worry, man. We'll find you another place. It didn't work out with that loft apartment. I thought I had secured it. Unfortunately, that's the way it works around here because, we don't have a written contract. I think the reason why he told me that it's not longer available, the person renting the loft apartment is extending for 6 months. So I'm sure he was going to try to get the most out of his apartment. So like I said, it's the way it is here sometimes, until you're in the apartment, until you're like here, not much I can do, but we'll find you another place. We got time. We got time. I'm not worried. I know we'll find you a nice place when you arrive here in Panay Island. Daniel, Colonel Lowell, good morning, JP. JP, Jim, you found the right channel for retired military. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, JP, for the kind words. Thank you so much. I am not worried. Hey, I know you're not worried. We got time. We got time. Man, we got so many other options. It's like, to me, I always think this way in the Philippines. everything happens for a reason. If one deal falls through, if one housing opportunity falls through, there's gonna be many more that comes. To me, everything happens for a reason. It'll probably end up a blessing that we didn't get that loft apartment. I am excited that the Philippines handed me a lemon. I am just going to find a mango. All right, man. Plenty of mango here, man. No worries about finding a mango here. Thanks, John. I learned a lot about Triker. Oh, thank you, Jim. I'm glad, man. I like hearing that, Jim. You know, it's like I try to teach. You know, I try to inform. You know, like share my experiences here. That's what our channel's all about. I'm all about sharing information, learning from other people. I learn from viewers, from people that I meet. I'm always asking questions because things change here. You know, it's never like a constant thing here in the Philippines. All things are always changing here. The end of December is open at La Casa de Dazzle TV. I am thinking of booking it just so I can get a chance to see everyone. Oh, you will. You will meet everyone. Yeah, I'll make sure of that, JP. And I have a backup. You know, it's like I always have a backup. You know, it's like I hold that in my back pocket, a backup. So you will not have a problem when you get here. I take care of my friends and I take care of my people. You know, that's just how I've always been. Man, the sun is really coming out now. It's like beautiful out there. I'm like excited to get the day started here. Hopefully, I'm gonna wake the girls up here after this live stream. I'm not gonna let them sleep in today. You know, this is too good to pass up to like for them to sleep in. They can sleep in when we get home. Leanna doesn't have school till Monday, so this is her vacation. You know, it's time for her to like enjoy the beach, enjoy the swimming pool, the kayaking, and the ATVs here. And of course, to watch my Dodgers too. I'll just put the Dodger game on my phone. So while we're doing all the activities, I'll keep track of the score. We got our free breakfast here. I think the breakfast here is between 8. It's their typical Filipino silog. Silog is like you got a choice of Philippine langgonisa. Langgonisa is Philippine sausage, spam, and I think they got tapa. Tapa is like little strips of beef, and then you get egg any way you want it, like scrambled, sunny side up, and then garlic rice or toast bread, and then you get fruit. Yesterday we got watermelon, and then you get a drink, either coffee or juice. So, and it's free. You know, the breakfast is absolutely free, and they prepare it fresh. When we go to the restaurant, they have a little restaurant here. They'll prepare our breakfast. So it's nice that it came with the room, so it's one less meal that you got to worry about. That is tourism postcard weather. I know, right, JP? This is like, man, this view right here is like postcard. You know, I mean, like, look at that, man. And I know we're gonna be swimming in this pool again and swimming, and you can look at this view. It's just amazing. I will never get tired of this view, man. It's like, this is like printed on my brain. Dazzle is already talking about on our 10th wedding anniversary. She wants to come back here. She's already wanting to come back here. I might have to pay the full price. I don't have a choice because our anniversary is in April. So I do not mind doing that for Dazzle, though, for our 10th wedding anniversary. I wouldn't mind coming back to this place. It's just been amazing here, amazing. David, egg with pandesal. I wish they had pandesal. They don't have pandesal. They had like toast bread. They had toast bread. Jim, I was wondering about TRICARE from islands like Panay. Ginno answered them very detailed in the various videos. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad you found them informative, Jim. And we are blessed here, Jim, in Panay Island because there's not many TRICARE preferred facilities in the Philippines. Most of them are in Manila. Cebu doesn't even have a TRICARE preferred facility. A TRICARE preferred facility for us military retirees here is basically when we go to a TRICARE preferred facility, we just pay our copay, our 25% copay, and the hospital itself does all the filing for you. It just saves you a lot of hassle because like right now in Calibo, Asia Pacific Medical Center, I went there the past week. I had an appointment, ultrasound, lab work. They gave me a prescription to help to support my kidneys. All that I had to pay 100%. And then now I have to file those with TRICARE to get my 75% reimbursement online. So it's a hassle, but I know I'll get my money. It takes usually 30 business days or less, but it's just so convenient, like having a Medical City Iloilo, a doctor's hospital in Iloilo City, where you just pay your copay and they take care of the rest for us. So convenient, so convenient. And like I said, even Cebu City doesn't have a TRICARE preferred facility. Most of the TRICARE preferred facility are in Manila, Angeles City, and I know maybe in Olongapo City where Subic Naval Base used to be, because Angeles City and Subic, the two area Olongapo City, there's just a ton of military retirees there because of the old Clark Air Base and then the old Subic Naval Base, the American bases that used to be there. So a lot of American military retirees retired in that area. Lowell, I would really enjoy the pool and listening to the waves. Living on SSDI, I too watch my spending. I know, man. When we're retired, I think most retirees that I know, we're retired, we have a little bit of money saved, but we're watching our dollars. We're watching, making sure our money, we're making sure it lasts. It lasts here. We're making sure that we save money every month in retirement. To me, that's been the key. I always tell people, it doesn't mean that when you're retired, you're done with saving. To me, that's been my mantra or my motto. It's like every time, every month, a portion of my military pension gets saved. Every single month I've been here, the 14 years, I'm still saving money. Because it doesn't hurt to prepare for a rainy day. You just never know. It's like instead of like blowing all your money, living paycheck to paycheck, I just do not want to live like that. That's why I'm frugal. JP Lowell, there are lots of resorts with beaches that have very reasonable rates during slow times. Yes, yes, JP. Even that place, Uswag, that one beach in Tanghalan, they got off-season rates there too. The one that I just, the last video that I put out there, like Hawili Beach, that Uswag, that's another nice place to stay. A lot cheaper than this place. A lot cheaper than this place. You can get a room there, a villa like this there for like 2,000 for about $36 to $40 a night. And you have, front row seating on the beach also. Yeah, I didn't want anything to do with the classic military retiree places. I want more laid back and calm. I agree, Jim. That's the way I looked at. I have friends that live in Angeles City. I was stationed there for several years. Back in the late 80s, I was part of Mount Pinatubo evacuation. So I still have friends there, co-workers even. I worked at the hospital. They retired in that area, or my co-work Filipino civilian workers. Yeah. I still meet with them when we go to Angeles City, but I didn't want to go places like that because, for one, it's crowded. Angeles City is just like, it had grown so much. It's so crowded there now. Traffic, it's like traffic is not, it's bad. Traffic is bad in Angeles City now. peacefulness, no traffic in the provinces. Like here in Panay Island, all the four provinces here, you might see traffic sometimes in Iloilo City or Rojas City, sometimes even Calibo on rush hour. But once you leave those places, it's all wide open spaces here. It's I actually enjoy driving here. From this resort to our house was like an hour and a half drive. So I really enjoy the drive because you don't hit any traffic. Dazzle and Leanne are still sleeping, but I think I'm gonna wake them up right before 8. That way we can eat our breakfast at 8, and then we can start our activities here until noontime because we have to check out at noontime today. So we have the whole morning to have fun here. I know they're gonna want to go swimming again. We've been swimming on this little pool here, really nice pool too. We've been enjoying this little swimming pool. Dazzle even told me one day she'd want like a little swimming pool like this. I think I can make that happen for her. Maybe in the land that we bought in Katiklan, when we build a tiny home there, we'll build like a tiny swimming pool like this. How much do you use Bumblebee? Bumblebee, we use Bumblebee pretty much like in our town of Numancia. Like when we go to the public market in Numancia. Sometimes we even take it to Calibo. During Atiatihan, for sure, we'll drive it to Calibo because it's hard to park your car anywhere there. It's better on Bumblebee because it's easier. When gas prices are high, it's like we drive Bumblebee more, But lately, gas prices here have been reasonable. They're below 60 pesos a liter. I remember when gasoline went up all the way to like 75, 80 pesos per liter during the pandemic. But now it's back below 60 pesos. I can get below 60 pesos per liter on the gasoline. But Bumblebee, like right now, I can fill up Bumblebee with like 200 pesos. So about $3.50 I can fill up Bumblebee. And that will last a week or even more, just running around in our little town. Like I always use it to take Leanna to school and pick her up. I always use Bumblebee for that. So it's nice to have. Bumblebees are tricycle, by the way, just in case people that don't know Bumblebee. It's like a 125cc scooter. It's a Yamaha MIUI. I've never ridden a motorbike in my entire life. My mom never allowed me to ride motorcycles. So when I got here to the Philippines, when I bought the motorbike for Bumblebee, that Yamaha 125cc MIUI, that is the first motorcycle that I've ridden in my entire life. I do not even know how to operate like a manual motorcycle, with the clutch. I don't know how to operate that. That's why Bumblebee's all automatic. It's just gas and a brake on the handle. So I can drive Bumblebee. But even that, when I was riding the motorbike, I was not comfortable riding in the streets because they drive pretty crazy here in the province. I'm not gonna lie. It's like the other motorbikes here in the province, they drive pretty aggressive here. So that's why I decided to put a sidecar on the motorbike. That way it's more stable. I can just stop. I can just stop when I'm not worried about somebody nudging me or bumping me, another motorbike like passing me. I just let them pass. So, JP, do you have a large metal pan and spoon to wake the military style? No, I don't. I know. I'm kind, JP, when I wake them up. I just like I tell, hey, you guys, let's wake up. That way we can do activities. But they sleep really well in the morning because they stay up so late. Like me, I'm asleep by 8 p.m. most of the day. But these two, they'll stay up, like especially with Leanna not being in school. They'll stay up late till like past midnight, watching Netflix, watching Korean drama, horror movies. They like watching horror movies. I haven't been back to the PI since the early 90s. I found you through. All right, James and Karen. James and Karen's Adventures. Their channel. They're good friends of ours. They're like an amazing couple, amazing people, just good people. James is becoming one of my really good friends here. He's just a good guy. I really like James. Can't wait to hang out with him again and do a little adventuring with James. And James is always up for an adventure. That's what I love about James. Danger. How good are the schools in your area? Debating on moving in 2 years. Um, Leanna, right now, she actually attends public school. Public school where we live, and the only reason I kept her at Numancia Integrated School in our little town, she got friends there, the teachers, she loves the teachers, she knows many people there. There are private schools in Calibo, but the problem with the private school, since we live in Numancia, it would be such a hassle every day for me to like take her to Calibo, that mad rush in the morning, 7 to 8 a.m. There's always like a mad rush of people that work in our town, going to Calibo, all the kids going to the private school headed to Calibo. I didn't want to mess with that. So what I did with Leanna, I just enrolled her in Kumon. They do have a Kumon in Calibo. Kumon is like study, advanced, really, advanced study of math, advanced reading in English, comprehension. And that's really, I think it's benefiting her. She's been doing Kumon now for several months. I'm liking it. I mean, it costs money, it's like 4,300 a month, about $80 a month for Kumon. But I think it's worth it. It's helping her. She's already an honor student at her school, but I do notice that with public schools here, they do a lot of activities that has nothing to do with academics, and they're lacking in academics sometimes. They do a lot of dances, a lot of singing, pageants, things like that. That to me got nothing to do with education, but that's just me. That's just me. So that's why I enrolled her in Kumon. As far as schools, once like Leanna, once she hits college, she's in high school now. We plan on sending her in Calibo. There's St. Gabriel College. She's going to be attending nursing school there. To me, it's a good nurse. I mean, I see their reports regarding graduation, passing the Philippine nursing license, and they do well for it. So to me, there's no reason to move her anywhere. She can complete her education in our area. I know once she becomes a nurse, she'll have a good career, good life. She wants to go overseas, so that's not going to be a problem. We have the means to like get her overseas to work. You just have to do your research depending on the area where you want to go. But to me, I have friends now that I've helped. Most of them go to Iloilo City. If you're really concerned about education for your kids, Iloilo City is one of the best choices because they got Ateneo de Iloilo there, one of the best schools here in the Philippines. The colleges there, if you're thinking of your kid becoming a doctor, becoming a nurse, becoming a medical technician, lab, radiology, Iloilo City is the place to send them to school because they always score high on any of the licensing upon graduation here in the Philippines. That's why my friends that came from Canada, came from the U.S., they're sending their kids to school in Iloilo City. I have a friend. They're both retired military, husband and wife, both retired military. So they have a healthy pension. They even have a house in California. And you would think, they would send their kids in the U.S. Both their kids are here in the Philippines. One is in high school, one is in college. They are going to school in Iloilo City. That's why I say, it's like you're not disadvantaging your kid, or it's not a disadvantage for your kid to go to school here in the Philippines instead of the US. If anything, I think it, just my personal opinion now, I think it's an advantage that your kid goes to school here than in the US, because the kids in school here, they are respectful of their teachers. They pledge allegiance to the flag here to the Philippines. They have a national anthem every day. They pray before the start of school. They pray at the end of school. You know, some of those things they don't no longer do in the United States, and I think that it's hurting the kids in the United States, that you're not giving the kids direction. You know, you're basically like letting kids do whatever they want. You know, so just my opinion now, just my opinion. JP, Washington State has almost the highest gas prices in the country. I paid $4.39 this weekend. One thing, JP, you know, I calculated it before with the gas prices here because it's liters here. I mean, a liter is, I think, 4 plus gallons, 4 plus liters is 1 gallon. And if you do compute it, we have some high prices for gasoline here. I am paying close to $5 a gallon here for gasoline. I guess because, you know, everything has to be imported here. Everything has to be shipped to the Philippines. I know gas prices normally in the cities like Manila are even cheaper than in the province, because, you know, we're an island. They gotta, you know, they gotta ship that by boat to the island here. So we do pay high price for gasoline. That's why I have Bumblebee, man. That's why I only drive our car really, you know, if we're going out of town like this, like hour and a half drive. I would not want to ride Bumblebee for like an hour and a half. And then, you know, Leanna, Dazzle, you know, it's like we got suitcases. So, but you have to watch it. You know, that's why I like having Bumblebee, because like for running around town, we use that for taking Leanna to school. We take our tricycle. Have you started writing down what's going to be in Dazzleland? Right now, Captain Ron, Dazzle's planted many fruit trees. I mean, the last trip we went there, I want next time Dazzle goes there, I'll have her film it. But we got banana trees in there now, papaya trees, she got guava, she got guyabano. She got so many trees planted in Dazzle Land already. And when we built a house there, we're not planning to build a big house. This place right here where we're staying, this is probably bigger than what we plan to build. We just plan to build like a small studio, maybe a loft bedroom for Leanna when she visits us there. Because we're going to keep our house in at Camellia Aklan. That's always going to be, that house will belong to Dazzle. It'll be paid off in like 4.5 years. So no use of selling that. And then when Leanna goes to college, and when our other nephew he's 13, we're going to send him through college also. They can live in that house that we have at Camellia Aklan. Our plan is to like build our little retirement shack in Dazzleland, you know, maybe put a little pool like this, you know. That's all Dazzle and I will need, and we'll do that soon here. For sure, once I get my Social Security, use my Social Security to build that little shack. Now, a nice shack though. It's not gonna be bamboo shack. It's gonna be cement. I'm gonna put solar in there. I'm gonna put like the best materials in there, top of the line, solar, electricity, all that, because we'll be able to afford that once I get my Social Security. That will be my last home, I guess. That's gonna be where I'm gonna spend the rest of my days, in Dazzle Land. JP, I hope when I find my Filipina, she likes to get up early like me. You know, it all depends on the Filipina, JP. Like, you know, I know Filipinas that get up early, you know, but for me, I've noticed that this generation, though, they like to sleep in. You know, like Leanna's generation, you know, the older generation, like mom's generation, like the they're in their 50s, they're in their 40s. They like to get up early like me. But this new generation, the women that I see here, maybe in their 20s, man, a lot of them like to sleep in. And then, nothing wrong. So I never give Dazzle a hard time about sleeping in. I tell her, sleep in as as long as you want. Lowell, I am a movie nut. Hey, so am I. So am I, Lowell. I haven't watched a lot of movies lately, the newer movies. But man, the movies in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, man, TV series. I used to watch a lot of TV. I guess I just don't have that time now. But I still try to watch Netflix. That's kind of like that's a nice when we're just chilling at home, we'll put it on my laptop and we'll watch a movie together. Make your next strike a Mad Max strike. A Mad Max strike. No more worries about aggressive drivers. Yeah, I'm already thinking about what the next Bumblebee, because Bumblebee now is 9 years old now. That tricycle's 9 years old. So I know eventually that motorbike's got to give out, right? It's like I actually have rust issues now on the sidecar. So I'm actually thinking what the next iteration of a Bumblebee. Dazzle woke up. She said, Dazzle woke up. You want to hold it for me, babe? You want to talk a little bit?
So you can drink water. Hello, good morning, everybody.
See, she's awake already. So now I only have to wake up Leanna. I told them we need to wake up early because at 8 we can eat our breakfast and then we can start kayaking. Do kayaking.
Hello, who's in the house?
Who's in the house? Who's in the house?
Lowell, JP, Daniel.
Yeah.
Daniel.
Everybody, the Panay Posse.
The Panay Posse.
The Panay Posse is always on the live stream.
Lowell, a friend of mine made a VW Mad Max strike. Mad Max?
Mad Max,
Whoa.
yeah. You know Mad Max, right, babe?
Yeah. Mad Max.
Mel Gibson, the
Yes.
original Mad Max.
Mel Gibson. He was young. Belus. Good morning. Good morning from Leyte. Such a wonderful share at the resort you stayed. Thank you for sharing. I'm back in paradise.
I know, Belus is back at his home paradise in Leyte. Happy for you, my brother.
He's in Leyte now.
Yeah, he was in Cebu.
Wow.
He has a condominium in Cebu, and now he's like at his home in Leyte. He built a home there, babe. It's like earthquake proof, man. It's like all the rebar, all the steels. He built a nice home in Leyte. Thanks, babe. Howdy, my posse bros, JP, Colonel, and J&K. All right, Daniel. Kim Mandal, are you ever considering sending Liana to Iloilo? Actually, no. We never considered sending her to Iloilo just because St. Gabriel Hospital and then St. Gabriel College is right there in Calibo. So for me, she's gonna get the school experience, and while she's attending nursing school, they work at the hospital at St. Gabriel Hospital. So she's gonna get the training that she needs. In Iloilo, if we send her there, we wouldn't be able to keep an eye on her, and I would worry about that. We live in different times now. You just can't. I know I'm probably being overprotective, but even the idea of her living in a dormitory, living in Iloilo City, to me, I would be worried about her there. I like the idea that my nephew needs. Liana's 12, needs his 13, but they're in the same grade. So when it's time for them to go to college, Liana will study nursing, we're gonna put him, the Seaman School, Aklan Polytechnic College. So both of them can go to school to Calibo at the same time. And I trust Needs to where he will keep an eye out for Liana, make sure anything, they will at least have each other, their relatives, they watch out for each other, they like each other, so I heard good. Yes, Iloilo City. They have the best schools here in Visayas region. I mean, if nursing, doctor, anything medical, they have all the good schools in Iloilo City. But again, we would have to find a boarding house for her. We would have to find an apartment for her. I just don't feel comfortable sending her there by herself, at 18 to go to school away in the city too. She's never lived in the city before. I like to be able to keep an eye on her here in Calibo. Send me some of the blue sky, please. Thank you. God bless Belize. I mean, look at that sky today. It's gonna be an amazing day. I know, Belize. Hopefully, you get good weather too. Hopefully, good weather comes your way. But I mean, yesterday it was pouring rain here, Belize. So yesterday, most of the day it was raining, but we were still swimming. We were still swimming out here. We were still hanging out at the beach. It didn't stop us from having fun. But today's gonna be more fun because it's sunny today. Good morning, Sheriff Dazzle. Sheriff Dazzle. JP said Sheriff Dazzle. Yeah, Sheriff Dazzle. Hello, Dazzle. Kumusta ka? From David. David says, go fishing in the kayaks. Go fishing in the kayaks. We're gonna focus on just the kayaks, man. I don't think Dazzle or Leanna has ever gone kayaking, Daniel. So I want them focused when we go kayaking. I don't want them flipping the kayak on the beach here because I do see a little bit of waves here. I don't want them flipping. They might be thinking too much fishing and not focus on the kayaking.
Just me.
Just me. Hello from Jakarta, Indonesia. All right. Thank you for joining the live stream. Hello, Queen Dazzle from Daniel, babe. Queen Dazzle. Call you Queen Dazzle. You got so many names now, babe. You're the sheriff and you're the queen.
The boss.
The boss, dude. That's what I call Dazzle. I call her the boss. I was trying to look for that guy that came back, babe. They came back on the little banca. They went fishing earlier. They came back. I'm sure they caught something.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
I think it's very known for like having a rich.
Oh yeah, like this sea or ocean, these waters right here, they are bountiful with fish. Antique province, they're always posting, always seeing on Facebook, man, they catch a ton of fish here. Good sized fish too, not small fish. They catch tuna, they catch mackerel, they catch you name it, and big fishes like 50-pounder, 60-pounder fish that they catch here on these waters here. Hey, there's Simon, babe. There's Simon, the CEO to Farmer.
Oh, yeah.
Our F1 friend. Our F1 friend. Good morning, Mr. Ginno. Good morning, Simon. Really lovely view, buddy. I know, man. I'm blessed, brother. I'm blessed. I'm waking up this morning, looking at this view. I just feel blessed. I was able to walk the beach already this morning, watch the sunrise. I was out here like at dark 30, and I walked the beach. I saw the sunrise. Just feel blessed. When I can do that, I'm just thankful for my life. I'm thankful how everything in my life turned out well for me. Just amazing to experience things like this in the Philippines. Daniel says, like. Oh, and babe, Simon and I, we were on the live stream yesterday with the thriving Philippine expat, and yeah,
Scuba Steve.
yeah, and Scuba Steve, and we were on and Lando Norris is like the leader now, babe. I mean, he only leads by like 1 point from Piastri, but we took the lead. I took the lead, babe. I took the lead.
It's a big deal for G because like early in the competition,
Yeah.
race, it seemed like a Piastri will win.
Yeah, it looked, the beginning of the F1 season, middle of the season, it looked like it looks like Piastri was going to run away with the F1 individual championship, but now Lando Norris is leading by 1 point, with I think four races left. So it could still be anybody's race for sure. It's between Piastri and Lando Norris. Can Amazon deliver in the Philippines? Yes, yes, Amazon can deliver in the Philippines. I've gotten many packages from our subscribers that sent Dazzle and I things from the United States. Amazon Prime. It gets delivered here by DHL. Every time the Amazon Prime box comes in, it's wrapped in a DHL package. You open the DHL package and the original Amazon Prime box comes here. Dazzle's Rod and Reel. Rod and Reel came by Amazon Prime. Daniel, when I go there, I will take a large suitcase to bring home a large 20 to 25 kilo fish. Daniel's gonna bring a suitcase. That's a shark. That Ezel said that's a shark. That's a big 20 to 25 kilos. That's 50 pounds, babe, 50 pounds. Don't want to get my hopes up, mate. I know, Simon. I know, but I'm just happy. I'm like you, man. I got so excited watching the Mexican Grand Prix. As I still think Oh no! It's Lando, man. Let's go, Lando. Piastri will win. You know, Lando typically. I know. That's one of the things that Lando doesn't well is at the start of every race doesn't really go well for Lando a lot of times. Anyway, hey, me too, Simon. You know, it's like hopefully Lando can take it home, take the championship home. Fly Boys, great. Thanks for the info. No problem. Hey, there's Ray. Ray in the Philippines. Hey, good morning, Ray. Ray in the Philippines is also on YouTube. He's got a YouTube channel. Check out Ray in the Philippines. He's in Tagaytay. So if you want information about moving or retiring in Tagaytay area here in the Philippines, beautiful area in the Philippines. Taal Volcano, Taal Lake, cooler temperatures. If you're looking for cooler temperatures in the Philippines, definitely check out Tagaytay. There's two places in the Philippines that are really popular when it comes to like cooler temperatures. Tagaytay is one, and Baguio City is the other place. But I think Tagaytay is just, you have an advantage of being so close to Manila. You're only maybe an hour and a half drive from Manila to Tagaytay. So, and then you got a lot of beaches near Tagaytay. You got beaches in Batangas. You got lakes if you like fishing, if you like camping in Laguna. You know, Baguio City, you know, that's way up in the mountains. You know, that's like, it'll take you a good 45 minutes to get to the top of Baguio City from the bottom. So no beaches, you know, there's no beaches and no, I don't think they even have a lake up there in Baguio City. So if you're looking for, to me, Tagaytay, between the beaches, the mountain, you know, cooler temperatures, check out Tagaytay. Check out Ray in the Philippines channel. He's got lots of information for you there. He does live streams every day. His live streams normally are around 6 p.m. to 7:30. You can ask him anything you want about Tagaytay since he's living there now. David, it's not how you start the race, it's how you finish. I know, man. I know. 4 races to go.
Wow, that's sunny.
I know, sunny. Dazzle go sunny. It's sunny.
Yesterday, it was like, it seems like there was like a typhoon.
I know. I caught it on film. The next video you'll see, it looked like there was a typhoon in here. And today is all sunny. That's just how the weather is here in the Philippines. Like this time of the year, even November, you know, it could change on a dime. It could be like stormy weather one day. The next day, it'd be all sunshine. I know, but Lando is not consistent enough. Still hoping though, buddy. I know. He's not. He gets reckless. That's why I like Lando. Sometimes he gets reckless. And he's not the most confident driver. You know, he's not like Verstappen.
I like Verstappen.
Verstappen and Piastri, they're like a machine. Both of those guys are like machine. Lando's human. That's why I like Lando. He's human, man. He's not a robot.
Still Verstappen.
Yeah, that's also still Verstappen. Still Verstappen. She still likes Verstappen. Apparently, another type. Yes. Around next week, super typhoon too. They're predicting. So I had the name earlier. It's the letter T. So it's like the 20th typhoon of the year. Next week, they're predicting that it might turn into a super typhoon. Hopefully not. Hopefully it weakens and hopefully. But I think it's headed to like Eastern Visayas and then Central Luzon. So we're not in the direct path in Western Visayas. No NBA game today. Hello everyone from Von. Hello Von. Hello Von.
The NBA game today.
Yeah. Well, we got baseball today. We got the Dodgers. The Dodgers at 8, man. We got the Dodgers at 8. Hello. Hey Von. How are you? All right. Ray. I'll be making more videos around Tagaytay soon. My friends from Texas will be wanting to go when they get here. Oh, nice. Looking forward to those videos when your friends get here, Ray. I'm sure you're gonna take them around Tagaytay.
Tagaytay. I like the bulalo.
Yeah, the bulalo, man. Film that bulalo, Ray, at Mahogany Market. The bulalo there, they got like the best bulalo there. Morning, Ray, CEO to farmer. Good morning, Sheriff Shorty. Calling you Sheriff Shorty. I'll close the door here. There's more flies trying to get in our room here, so we'll close the door.
Sheriff.
Vaughn, CEO to farm. Not too bad. Morning, Simon from Ray.
Simon.
Any fans of the newer Death Race movies? I haven't seen them, Daniel. I haven't seen the
like
Death Race. There used to be movies back in the day about Death Race. I guess there's new ones now. I haven't seen them. We haven't watched a new movie lately. The only movies we watch really is on Netflix.
Yeah, on Netflix. Only was available on Netflix.
Yeah, if it's not on Netflix, Daniel, we wouldn't see it.
Netflix and YouTube.
Netflix and YouTube is our go-to. Good morning, Vaughn. Hey, Ray. Hey. I am. You'll take care of them. Good and right. All right. Howdy, Ray. I'm sure. Daniel, what's up? Is burning garbage still allowed in Kalibo? Kim, it's never been allowed in the whole Aklan province. Burning trash is never allowed, but with so many rules, laws, and all that, they just aren't enforced. You will see it. You will see burning of trash in the province of Aklan, unfortunately. But it's never been legal. It's always been illegal. But like anything else in Aklan province, in Panay Island, pretty much, there's a lot. This is still kind of like, I call it the wild, wild west. Pretty much everybody does their own thing. It's like, it's only against the law when you get caught. I'm definitely going to have a Bulalo review video. Yeah, you got to do that, Ray. Man, we Dazzle said we love Bulalo, man. That's like the best Bulalo is right there in your area in Tagaytay.
It's garlicky.
Yeah, it's garlicky. Dazzle says it's garlicky. I can eat that.
I'm getting hungry.
Ray said he can eat the bulalo every day. So can we, Ray. Man, the bulalo there. Bulalo, for people that don't know bulalo, it's like the bone of the beef. The beef with like the bone marrow and all those cartilage and meat, and it's so tender. They boil it like forever in a big giant pot. And the meat and everything about the bulalo is just so tender. Even the marrow inside is delicious. I know it's probably not good for you cholesterol-wise, but hey, we only live once. YOLO. You only live once, and if you're in Tagaytay, you gotta eat bulalo, man. Good morning, Daniel. Good morning. JP says, the craziest kayak thing I have ever seen was in Oregon City on the Willamette River. There was a guy in a kayak fishing for sturgeon. We were jumping 6 to 10 foot sturgeon and they were jumping. Oh, we were catching, yes, we were catching. Oh, remember the sturgeon fish that JP showed us, that he emailed us, babe?
Yeah.
And you saw that gigantic fish?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. The sturgeon, the sturgeon.
Oh.
Probably time to wake up Leanna, babe. That way she, you know how long she takes to get ready.
Oh.
Even for breakfast. Even Leanna, when we wake her up, she takes forever to get ready. Even just for
She's
breakfast.
like, I'm still sleepy.
She's still sleeping, and it takes time for
I'm
her,
still
for us to wake her up.
Liana.
How's your little ones?
Lian?
Juan says, how's your little ones?
Hi.
I know Simon's got a lot of little cute Shih Tzus I've seen on the videos.
Yeah.
Ginno, we will be building our swimming pool here in Isabela in the new. All right, cool, Simon. I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch that on your YouTube channel. Oh, CEO to Farmer. He also does videos. He's got a YouTube channel. Can I ask how the maintenance is? Is it a lot of trouble work? Hope you don't mind me asking. I know for the pool, we did at one time we had a swimming pool at Camellia Aklan. The chemicals is what costs more here. I do know the chemicals to the pool, but maintaining it is easier because you can always hire somebody here. There's always pretty much anywhere you live, there's gonna be somebody. Usually, like you can find a pool guy like at a hotel that maintains a swimming pool. You can always hire somebody to do it for you, and it's not expensive. The thing that will be expensive is the chemicals that you use to like maintain a clear pool. But the pool guys here, they work for hardly anything.
Sabi kasi magkakayak tayo ngayon.
We'll chat more, Simon, when it's time for you to build the swimming pool. I guess it all depends on how big your swimming pool will be too. Like for a small swimming pool like this one right here, and that's all we want to build. We don't want to build like a big swimming pool. It wouldn't cost much to maintain like a small pool like this. I could probably even do the maintenance for a pool this size, because I've done that before. I lived in California. I've cleaned pools before, so I have a little bit of experience. You can, and with pools, a lot of times it's almost kind of like farming. You gotta like, it's trial and error of what works, because it's like, the conditions are different everywhere you go. They're making a ruckus. They're making a ruckus upstairs. Dazzle's waking up Leanna, so they're always silly. It's always silly time in our house when it's waking up Leanna, because she doesn't want to get up. She never wants to get up. She always wants to sleep in. We'll communicate more for sure, Simon. To me, maintaining a pool, it depends on the size of the pool that you're gonna build. If you build a bigger size pool, yes, you would have to hire somebody to maintain it. But a small pool like this, man, I can maintain this pool by myself. I had the song, I shot the sheriff. I remember that song, Ray. I shot the sheriff. That's like back in the 70s song. Playing in my head, and thought Dazzle wouldn't have to worry. Target too small, target too small. She's upstairs now on the loft, Ray, waking up Leanna.
Let's go. Babe, oh, Liana.
She doesn't want to get up?
Oh.
Time to get up, Leanna.
Oh, Liana.
We got to eat breakfast. That way we can do the activities here before we check out at noon. That way you guys can go kayaking. We got to do the ATV here.
I spent like 10 minutes there. She doesn't want to get up.
She doesn't want to get up.
And then
Sleeping, buddy. I am sure they will play again soon.
And then Kuya Ginno, just what? You just said, Liana, time to get up?
Uh-huh.
Wow, I did everything and she doesn't want to get up.
She doesn't want to get up.
And Gina just said, Liana, time to get up.
Yeah.
And then she said, okay.
Uh,
I'm like, what? You have to eat breakfast.
Eat breakfast, yep. We gotta order our breakfast.
Yeah. Ray made me hungry, like with the bulalo.
With the bulalo, you got hungry because of the bulalo?
Yeah.
Simon, I was a certified pool operator in the States. All right. There's our go-to guy right there, Simon Ray. He's we can learn from Ray, man. Awesome, Ray. We got a source because Dazzle wants to build a small pool like this in Dazzle land.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
I'll drink my red wine there.
You're gonna drink your red wine in your little pool?
Yes. In our land.
In your land? All right. We will make that happen. We will build you a small pool in Dazzle land. DE filter over sand. Ooh, right. See, no, Ray knows a lot, man. You know, Ray will be our pool guy.
Okay. You're hired.
You're hired. Hey, Ray, Dazzle said you're hired.
Yes, right. I'll give you balot.
Balut for payment?
Of course not.
Oh, I don't think he'll work for balut, man. I don't think Ray's gonna work for balut, man. I don't think Ray will ever eat balut in his entire life now, man. Thanks, Ray. Good to know. Good to know. Pool and chemistry. 3 by 7 meters. 3, 9 feet, 7. All right. So that's a decent size. That's a decent size pool. I had a pool for over 10. Oh, JP had a pool for over 10 years. Here's another guy. Start by getting a test kit and see what you are working with. That will determine. Yeah, see, that's the thing, right, JP? My experience with swimming pool is that, you know, I guess because of the weather, because of the sunlight, because of the conditions, every pool is different. You know, it's not like, you know, you treat a pool the same way. It depends on the area where you're at, you know, because if it's raining a lot, if the pool is like underneath the sun all the time, or you have a shade on the pool, will depend on how you treat the pool. I have experience treating swimming pools before when I lived in Long Beach. I don't know if they have ozone filters here. An ozone UV filter will reduce the amount of chemicals needed. Yeah, I mean, like you know, Ray, you know, with swimming pools, it just depends on how much sunlight the pool will get. If it's shaded, if you put the pool in a shaded area, or, you know, you would have to plan where the sun rises or where the sun hits during the day, the location of the pool. There's actually a lot of thinking that will go on, you know, for when you're building the pool. That way, easier to maintain the swimming pool. Because the main problem with swimming pool here in the Philippines is algae. Algae just grows fast here. So that's why you use a lot of chemicals to kill the algae.
Let's go, Liana. Move. Double time.
Double time. There's Liana. She's like getting up. It takes Liana a while to get ready. That's why. And we're just walking like, 10 steps to where we're eating breakfast. It's not like we're going anywhere far, but, you know.
I mean, we can go there first.
Yeah, go ahead and go there first, babe, and order. Like me, I want the langgonisa.
They know na, di ba, G?
Oh yeah, you listed it yesterday. All right, you're good. So just check on them. Tell them that you want it served at 8 a.m. Yeah, we'll eat at 8 a.m. I'll be over there at 8. I'll do the live stream until 8 a.m.
I'll just tell them.
Yeah, just tell them we want our breakfast at 8 a.m. The staff here is really amazing. You know, it's like we feel pampered while we're here, while we stayed here. The first night we were here, they even have the fire pit. They had a little bonfire going on in that fire pit, and they set up like a s'mores table for us. It had like marshmallow, chocolate, and graham crackers. So we actually had s'mores, and they even had like that extendable metal stick, to like heat up your marshmallow. We really feel pampered during our stay here at this resort. Really nice. We'll be back for sure. Like Dazzle already wants to spend our 10th wedding anniversary here in April. But I did not shoot the deputy. I did not shoot the deputy. I love that song. I shot the sheriff. I remember that song. There's a song, babe. It calls "I Shot the Sheriff."
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
mine is like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Like,
She knows the song for cops. That's all knows the song for cops. Bad boy, bad boy. What you gonna do? My daughter gets mean in the morning. Is Leanna the same way? No, she doesn't get mean, Vaughn. But Leanna just don't like getting up. That's why even for school, I have to really wake her up in the morning to start getting her ready. Because if you let her like sleep in, she'll sleep in all morning. But we won't have an opportunity like this many times. Sun. Like beautiful day, blue skies.
That's why I told her, Diana, we will eat and we will go kayaking.
Yeah, the minute we'll go eat, then go kayaking after we eat, and then I'll talk to them about the ATV, so you guys can go ATV.
Oh, the thing is, they're gonna fix it now.
It's already working. The other day I saw them. It's already running. Yeah, they had it. The first night we were here, they already fixed it.
Whoa.
It just got flooded. I guess a person that ran that ATV last flooded used the gas or something too much on the ATV, so they had to like drain it. I think put alcohol on the gas tank, but it's working now. I saw them riding it the other day.
That's good.
JP, thanks John. Thanks John from Simon. You weren't kidding about that staircase. That's almost a ship's ladder. Oh yeah, man. Look at that. That thing right there. That's why I was like, man, it's like steep.
Yeah, and you can walk like straight.
Yeah, you gotta walk sideways.
Sideways.
Yeah, you gotta walk sideways.
What do you call that?
You hit your shin. Yeah, you hit your shin.
So you have to walk like that.
But one thing nice when you get up there is the ceiling is high. I could stand up there.
It's so high.
It's so high. The ceiling on that loft bedroom is high. But Dazzle and I, we slept down here. We slept because I wasn't about to go up and down those steps in the middle of the night if I had to go pee.
Ginno here.
Yeah, and Dazzle there. Yeah.
Here.
So they actually have extra beds here. You got 2 beds upstairs, 2 beds down here. So if you got more than four people, everybody got their own bed.
Because I didn't want to use the stairs.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm so sleepy and I have
It's like I wouldn't want to go up and down them stairs if I had to go pee in the middle of the night. That's why I'd rather sleep down here, man. LV, all right, LV. I think this is LV and Ted. Journeys in Bohol. Good morning, guys. Good morning. They got a daughter too, babe.
Oh.
Yeah, LV and Ted.
Yeah, just like us. We got Leanna.
We got Leanna. We got Leanna. JP, I am sure there are many pool care videos. Oh yeah, there's many. And then like I said, there's actually a lot of people here that know how to take care of swimming pools. Any town you go there, you're gonna find somebody, because a lot of you will have a pool guy. So you just basically go to that pool guy and say, hey, come over my house once a week and maintain my pool. And they would love that because it's extra income for them. I haven't even had regular eggs since the balloon incident. Ray said he'd given up eggs because of the balloon incident. He's too traumatized. Ray said he's too traumatized. He's not having any more eggs because of the balloon incident.
I think it's the same with Ginno, Ray. You're not alone.
You're not alone, man. I'm traumatized with balut too, Ray. I'm never, if I don't.
Never tried balut.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Like, forget.
Since I met Ginno, he never
Yeah.
never tried balut.
Nope. You're not gonna make me either, man. I'll pass. I'll pass on the balut. I may never recover from my balut trauma. See, JP had balut
Yeah.
trauma just because he was watching Ray, man. Because, we told Ray, JP, the mistake that Ray did was he put the whole balut in his mouth. Because on the balut, there's a hard piece in there. The white piece, I guess you can call that the white part. The yolk is soft and the embryo, but the white part is almost like, almost, not rock, but it's hard. So he tried to swallow that, and he could have choked on that. That's why he struggled swallowing that. But I know what Ray was trying to do. He was just trying to, eat it quick and be done with it. But that's why when you see Filipinas eat a balut, they're biting the balut. They're not swallowing the whole balut.
Yeah. It's because nobody warned Ray that there's like a hard
A hard
and
piece,
some
yeah.
big
They didn't warn.
piece.
They didn't warn Ray that there's a hard piece in a balut. The white piece of the balut, that's hard.
Yeah, the yellow is like soft.
The yellow is soft. It's just the yolk, but the
Yeah.
white part it gets hard on a
You
balut.
can get choked on that.
Easy, easy. Yeah. Simon says, Ray, I'll laugh out loud. He's got to laugh out loud. Simon says, laugh. Lowell, there is a pool frog shaped like a ball that is blue and silver that helps maintain the proper chemical level for you. Nice. Oh, I'm sure they got all kinds of gadgets in the US, like to test the water, things like that. But here, I'm sure here, Lowell, a lot of these pool guys here, they just eyeball it. They can tell from experience how to maintain a pool because a lot of the pool guys that you'll meet here, they've been doing it for many years. I always look for the guys that are like the older guys, guys in their 50s and 60s. With any work that I get done here, carpentry, plumbing, anything, I always look for the guys that are like, they just look more experienced. I don't trust the younger guys. I always try to find like somebody that in their 50s and 60s because I just feel more confident that they know what they're doing. You didn't sell it for me. Balut, yeah, balut. Simon said, no, Simon, don't eat balut, man. If you never eat balut, don't ever eat it. It's horrible. You're not missing anything but not eating balut. I don't like balut. Michael C, good morning, bro. Good morning, Michael C in the Philippines. Check out his channel too. Michael C just started a channel. He's in Trece Martires in Cavite. He's got a nice apartment there, like a townhome setup apartment. And there's available apartments, new apartments in Trece Martires.
Yeah, and actually it's like across a mall or something.
Yeah, it's a walking distance to the mall where Michael C lives in Trece Martires. So if you're looking for a nice apartment, check out the video of Michael in his apartment in Trece Martires.
Michael said before that their merienda, like a afternoon snack,
Yeah.
they just go there like by walking.
Oh, by walking to the mall?
Yeah.
Man, they're spoiled, man.
Amazing. I know. It's-
That is a savage spot
Savage.
from Zach. Oh, it is, man. It's like awesome, man. It's like, and the skies keep clearing up here. So I'm ready to go out there, go kayaking.
Me too.
They got these two kayaks right there for us to use. One's a crystal kayak, see-through kayak, and then the blue one there. So we're going to have to get going here. Our breakfast. Check on our breakfast, babe. See if they're making our breakfast already.
I told them that
Oh, you already did?
Ginno will eat
At 8?
breakfast
At 8? All right. Thanks, babe. Thanks, babe.
Ate said, okay, ma.
Okay, they'll have our food.
Morning, ate.
They'll have our food ready. They'll have our food ready at 8 a.m. JP, did you guys look up that song, I'm Gonna Love You?
Love you.
I'm Gonna Love You. Dazzle will look it up for us.
Oh,
That way we don't forget. I'm Gonna Love.
Screenshot it.
You
I
screenshot
think
it?
You like by I forget the names of the
Singer,
artist.
the artist. All right. Sleeping in Runs. It does, Ray. Sleeping in runs in the family. That's what Ray said.
Gino and Liana, they're biological.
I don't sleep in. I'm always up early. I'm always up early.
I'm gonna love you, my love.
Yeah, I'm gonna love you. Look it up. Look it up on my phone. I'm gonna love you. LV, yep. Looks like it's going to be a nice day there. Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be a. We're gonna have a good time. Right after breakfast, we're gonna hit the water here in the kayaks, and then I'll talk to the people here. That way we can use the ATVs on the beach, and it's a long stretch of beach too. Nobody on the beach. I walked this morning. I walked a good 1.5 kilometers, and there was nobody on the beach. LV, he goes, they should make an emergency people to slide down. That's funny. No, I'm fine. I just slept downstairs, man. I just slept downstairs. Dazzle and I slept downstairs.
GP, who's the singer?
JP, who's the singer of that song? I'm Gonna Love You.
I forgot his name. GP,
I know I had two Filipinas just laughing at me, but no advice. No advice when Ray was eating the balut. They're just laughing at Ray, man. They didn't advise him on that.
but I watch it. It looks like it's like almost like.
I'm sure the pool guys are cheaper than extra equipment to maintain. Oh yeah, the pool guys here, man. You can the pool guy over at Camellia. I know he only made like maybe 350 pesos every time he cleaned the pool. That's like what the $7, $7 to he goes there every week to clean the pool. JP Ray, what did you do to the Filipinas that they did not give you good advice? Like the big field outside my condo, grass cut by a guy with a weed eater. No, I know, Ray, right? On that film that I made a video when we went to New Washington. That was in 14 years that I've been here. I have never seen a push lawn mower. That was the only time in my 14 years here. Everybody cuts grass here with a weed whacker. It doesn't matter if it's the size of a football field. They'll cut it with a weed whacker here.
They're getting modernized now.
They're getting modernized. They're getting modernized now, according to Dazzle. I think balut version is more mental than real. Balut isn't my favorite, but it isn't that bad. I don't know about not bad, man. That's like, I'll pass. Jim said it's not that bad. I'm like, no, I'll pass on the balut.
I agree with Jim.
You agree with Jim? Now, Dazzle can eat a lot of balut, but she's used to eating balut.
Yeah, it looks scary, but if you just eat the yolk, it's good.
Yeah, but I don't know about that, man. I'll pass on the
Eat
balut.
the yolk or divorce.
Eat the yolk. No divorce in the Philippines. Said no divorce. No divorce.
I
Worry.
them to.
I am shocked. Ice cream, really?
But you like durian ice cream?
I was okay with it. I wouldn't say I like it. I tasted it. Dazzle said durian ice cream. I did try durian ice cream when we were in Bohol, the beef farm. The beef farm in Bohol that makes the ice cream. It was okay. I mean, I at least I can say I ate durian ice cream.
So guys, this is the proof that Ginno is more American. Yes, he is more American. This is the proof, babe.
Because I don't eat balut.
And durian.
And durian.
And what else? You like Cheetos.
Yeah, I like Cheetos. That makes me more American than
And
Filipino.
you like corn dog.
Yeah, I do like corn dog.
Compared to Pure Foods hot dog.
Yeah, I do. I do prefer American hot dog than
Corn dog.
than all the hot dogs that they have here.
Yeah.
The hot dogs that they wrap in plastic. The Pure Foods hot dog. I don't know what that's all about. Like they wrap the hot dog in plastic.
Oh, JP's in this, Cody, and John made
with Michael C. and Rose, Michael will tell you we all went to DQ. All right, DQ. I try to go to DQ every time we're in Roa City or Iloilo City. I love DQ, the blizzard, blizzard. They got that. They got that here in the Philippines. DQ is pretty popular in the cities here. Before the balut incident, there you go. You go. JP said Cody Johnson.
Yeah.
And Carrie, oh, probably.
He
Yeah,
said
yeah.
it on WhatsApp.
All right, all right, all right. I know who Carrie Underwood is. I know her, but I don't know who
Yeah.
Cody Johnson. But we'll learn the song, JP. And when you come here, we'll sing it in karaoke. I would rather take a bite of a zombie than eat balut. JP said he'd rather take a bite of a zombie than eat balut. Balutes are great. Bon said balutes are great. It makes your knees strong for those extra. That's funny, Bon. I don't know about that. If I don't know it's got anything to do with my knees, man. My knees are fine, man. I've never had injuries on my knees, man. Eat balut and the woman will fall in love with. Hey, Edgar, babe, Edgar just came on. He says, eat balut and the woman will fall in love with you.
Yeah.
That's what Edgar said.
Yeah, for sure you will get the attention.
You will get the attention. There you get the attention.
They'll be like so amazed. Whoa.
Whoa, he likes balut.
It can make balloon.
I'll pass. I'll pass. Ray said, durian and dried fish. Filipinos like stinky food. They like stinky food.
Yes. I think it's like,
Vaughn said, got to get those knees strong, Mr. Edgar. Mr. Edgar. Edgar, how do you know that? I want proof. I want proof. Yeah, I want proof. JP's asking proof from Edgar about balut. So sounds like a balut challenge.
Yeah, when JP, what do you call this? Like when he moved here,
Yeah.
or visit us here, we will let Kuya Edgar to eat the balut.
Eat the balut. All right.
Like in the lake, like where they sell it. Like
Oh, where they sell it
beside
beside the
the road.
road. Yeah.
So we can see if people are really, paying attention.
Paying attention. All right. All right. That's actually the way probably to do it. It's like where the vendor, because it will still be warm, and that would be not that it matters that it's warm or hot. It's still balut.
Gino's so scared of balut.
Yeah, it's like that is traumatizing to see people eat balut for the first time too, man.
When was the last time you ate balut?
I've eaten like the yolk part, the yellow part,
Yeah.
but I've never eaten the embryo, that little duck.
Still, you didn't like it, even if it's just the yolk.
Even just the yolk, to me, it's just like like a bad hard-boiled egg. It's like, because it's just a texture. It kind of got that slimy texture too, man.
Okay. I'm not gonna argue.
Yeah.
We're different.
We're different. We're
Just like
different.
me, I don't like. Gino made me one time like a beef on mushroom, like maybe like like the smash mushroom. I know the smashed potato.
The mashed potato, mashed potato with the gravy.
Yeah, with the gravy and beef. I
Yeah.
didn't like that.
Yeah, you didn't like that.
Yeah. So I can feel Gino.
I can feel.
With the balut.
JP says, will there be a line to date Edgar? Will there be a line to date Edgar? Trick to eating balut is with a whiskey chaser. With a whiskey chaser.
Whiskey.
Ray, Lynn and Julpa said I was very brave, but I think I would pick a different adventurous activity to show my machismo in the future. Yeah, right, Ray?
Oh yeah, Ray became like the brave man.
The brave man, the brave man. I will try the chicken joy part of balut.
Brian said, "Oh Canada."
Oh, Canada! Or, oh, they're singing. Almost again, they're already singing "Oh Canada" for the World Series. So I got to end the live stream here because the Dodgers are coming on, and also we're gonna eat our breakfast so we can start our activities here at the resort. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. And Leanna's awake now, and she's dressed too. She's dressed now too. She's ready now. She's she's not wearing pajamas anymore.
Unlike the ate.
Unlike the ate, it's okay. You can wear pajamas at the restaurant. It's gonna be in there. There's not gonna be many people there. I just have the whiskey and the whiskey chaser. Yep, Ray. Did the song get your what's up? Yes, yes. Dazzle is playing, listening to the song now. JP, we'll learn it. We'll learn the song. So by the time you get here, we'll sing it in karaoke. Y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Ray. Thank you so much. Have a great day, Gino. Thank you, David. Thank you, LV. Bye, LV. Bye, Ted. JP, bye all. Bye all. Jim, have fun and be safe. We'll be safe. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. The video is amazing. All right, JP said. Captain Ron, new zombie movie called The Elixir, filmed in Indonesia. Looks like a lot. Oh, you might want to watch that, babe.
I did watch it.
Oh, you already watched it? You watched it already? You watched that zombie movie, Elixir?
The story is like they like what do you call this, like experiment something to make you younger.
Oh, and then they turn people into zombie?
Yes.
All right, all right. Well, I'll have to catch, they already seen it. They already seen it come run. I'll have to watch it myself. Have fun, Bon. Bon said have fun. They ate balut and changed to zombies. They ate balut and changed to zombie. The balut made them into zombies. All right, guys, we're going to head out to breakfast and then our activities for the day. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the
Thank you so
joining.
much, guys, as always, for joining the
Live stream. All right,
for
HD.
supporting my husband, Gino.
All right, thank you, babe. Thank you, babe. All right, HD just came on. Good, beautiful morning view. All right, HD, we're gonna sign out. We're gonna eat our breakfast and then do the activities here in the resort. Take care, everyone. Everyone, please stay safe and everyone be blessed. Be blessed.